Good morning. I did say I would try to stay up for members yesterday, but I'm afraid when it says day off and your starting point is 1 a.m., 2 a.m., it's too much. Too much to ask. But there was plenty of plays yesterday. If you went off on your own, I will be on hand today. We'll have a look at the coupon and see whether there'll be a live stream later on. I would suggest there will be one with the season ending. But let's have a look at yesterday. Plenty of trading opportunities. I hope you spotted them, particularly Dortmund. The reason why we did such an investigation on Dortmund yesterday is because they are one of those sides who have downed their tools as soon as they've got no more points needed. 3 losses in 4. But yesterday, bit of Miss Marple work. Last match of the season at home. And AI gave you plenty of angles for that match. But let's have a look at the plays yesterday. So as we wend our way down, Sunderland Viborg, it's all dependent on the timing of the first goal. Let's have a look. 49th minute, Sefa Enima goal for Sonder. So what you're going to be thinking, well, your first thought, perhaps 1.51 home favourite, would be to lay the draw second half and hope that Viborg score first. If Sonder score first, don't forget your insurance. It's paid off break even on 2 or 3 recent matches, which would have saved you a full liability loss. So insurance is very important. +1 I would prefer if I was to get involved and if the stats for Viborg measured up. It's cruel blow to their bronze hopes. So a shock result, that's what we're after. We need to cover that 0-1, get ourselves out and unscathed. Hobro and B93, 1.66. I know this is lower tier Denmark, but bear with me. And you see the problems with lower tier Denmark as the Middelfart blew the opponent away. I smell something fishy here. A 1-3. Hobro, I think, did come from behind. Let's have a look. So if you're going to get involved in these lower tiers, that's the entry point you want. A 0-2 lead. What the 0-2 lead does, it just gives you a little bit of confidence. You've got a low entry point. You're in a dodgy league. You've got a strong favourite. Write off the liability because it will be low, because you're getting involved 0-2 down, taking them on 0-2 down, backing them 0-2 down. And off we go with Holdahi, Andreasen and Hauger all getting involved to make it 2-2 by half time. That's the play we want. The play we don't want is the mighty Middelfart. This says 1-3, but we only see 2 goals. So this must be the Labour Party figuring out the scoreline here. You'll have to take the hit, or the mighty Middelfart Bold Club. Look at that in the middle there. Fart Bold. The only other way around this, well, there is no way around this. It'll be a loss or you just don't get involved. That's quite simple as that. Hull and Millwall. Well, if you did lay over 0.5 goal at the start of the match, it's always open in these playoffs. I did an article, and I've done a lot of articles at FootballTradingProfits.com. Please read them. They are very good. They're all in the blog section. There was one on Hull and Millwall yesterday. New graphics. It's a nice quick synopsis for you, so you can have a look instantly as you work your way down. It's not cluttered at all. Millwall have drawn 8 away games this season. First leg draw suits their defensive strengths heading back to the den. Indeed, second leg advantage for the side higher up. Hull created and conceded 50 plus big chances, most in the league. Low clean sheet percentage, yeah. Okay, if Hull trail late, well, they didn't. Millwall statistically the best set piece team. Tied at 60 minutes back. Next goal, Millwall during corner flurries offers a tactical advantage. So 0-0, absolutely no shock at all, and there won't be that won't be the last of those 0-0s. Looking in the Finnish Liga again, I was just alluding to using insurance, and that would have been something useful in the case of HJK yesterday, dependent on the timing of the goal. Theodoros Siragotis, that's easy for you to say, mate, scoring the first goal for 51st minute. So again, if you can get insurance, I would prefer +1 in the second half rather than going match odds, or dependent on the +1 odds. Poor result, but solidly in with a shout throughout the match, HJK Helsinki. And this is becoming an interesting season in Finland now, with HJK KuPS matches far more competitive than they're used to these days. They're used to nice strolls in the Finnish greenery for 90 minutes, normally getting comfortable, easy wins. Lens against Nantes, a vitally important win for Nantes, to try to get PSG to slip up with that Champions League final booked as well. Dortmund against Frankfurt. Well, Dortmund, a nice farewell to us and a nice farewell to their yellow wall, with Frankfurt scoring first. What you do in a case like Dortmund's, where they've had 3 defeats in 4 matches, deliberately so, because they're just down tools, is you check the reaction. As well as checking the reaction, also check the argument I made, along with AI, for being with Dortmund today. And I thought it was an excellent article. Meaningless as a gamble, emotional weight of tonight's farewell. That was the spark. It was confirmed via the in-play stats. And once it's confirmed that Dortmund have turned up tonight, you've got the green light to take on Frankfurt. And off we go. We had a Dortmund lead, quite comfortable lead. I think it was 3-1. So nice job done. Bundesliga's via yesterday. How crucial are these scorelines moving in? I think it's to the final day, isn't it, soon? Kaiserslautern find themselves still, well, it's season over for them, isn't it? Arminia Bielefeld, I don't think it's season over for them. Well, no, it's not. So Arminia Bielefeld are still in the spot of bother. They can still be caught by 2 of the bottom 3. Paderborn and Karlsruhe. Paderborn will be disappointed with a 2-2 here against Karlsruhe, because they remain outside of the automatic promotion places on goal difference. It's a huge goal difference. Their job now, Paderborn, is to press Elvis for that automatic promotion spot and keep Hanover at bay. Hanover are going to be renewed. Karlsruhe, mid-table mediocrity. So this really is a shock result for Paderborn. At any stage, did Karlsruhe take the lead? Because that would have been your trading angle yesterday. Late goals from Karlsruhe, late slip-ups. Bilbija 2020. I don't know. Well, he's 20 minutes and 85th minute. So 20 minutes, 75th, 79th indeed. It's a late equaliser for Paderborn. So that is a late play. I hope you spotted that potentially. Irish Premier Division. St. Pat's. That was a possible play at 1-1. Simple lay of the draw. Shelburne and Sligo Rovers. Shelburne bitterly disappointed not to have crossed the line there. Cork City, 2 consecutive defeats, failing to score. And now they're playing top of the league, UCD, and suddenly they've got the 3 goals. Could be a season changer, that one, for Cork. A nice booster. Torino Sassuolo, dead rubber. Now, SerieA B. Let's have a look. Final day of the season. Frosinone getting the win they required. Monza cocking it up. So Monza find themselves in the playoffs now. Avellino got the win they required. 3 wins in 4 now to retain that top berth. All Mantova had to do was to win. All Padova had to do was to win and hope Avellino stayed on 47 or 46. But it's oh so close for Avellino, for Padova. Oh, 4 wins in 5. What a good go. And looking at the bottom, it's still very, very competitive, isn't it? Bari, important win for them. 2 consecutive wins. Gives them a chance of getting out. Too many draws for the bottom 2. Could be troublesome. Now they are about 6 points away from safety. How many matches left this season? You can find that out at soccerstats.com. For Italian Serie B, just head on over to here, pick out a match, and it'll tell you. I think, was this final day of the season? 38? I think it's 42, isn't it? We will see. It is final day of the season. So all over. Draw. Any late draws? Let's have a look, because that's what I look for. I would have looked to lay any late draws yesterday, particularly the ones which turn a single point into a win. So, for example, these draws for the bottom 2. Maybe not. A draw ending this Empoli one, I think, at 41, they just scraped by on goal difference. So that would have been vulnerable later on, that 2-2, particularly with Monza all the way up here. So that was a 2-2 worth taking on later on, that Desmond, certainly. Sud Tirol with a draw, that's layable later on. That's your 1.09, 1.06 territories these. And you're looking to capture that goal which will change their season, which it didn't, alas. Spanish La Liga, Levante took advantage of the red card for Osasuna. A vital win for them, and a vital win for Deportivo La Coruña as well. So let's have a look on to today and a probable live stream later on. So let's have a stroll through today and just pick up any potential bankers. Salta Varagem, as you see, I like these odds, 1.5 to 1.7 at home. Doesn't necessarily guarantee a win, as you saw with Middelfart yesterday. Club Brugge, renowned for their goals. So your first port of call, possible 20-minute mark if they haven't scored by then. Half-time market is a possible there. Shanghai Shenhua and Chengdu Rongcheng, I'll be around for these, I think, later on. Odds on favourites at home in the Chinese Super League. In-play stats and soccerstats.com covers this league amply, so you shouldn't have any worries with that. Poulsen, Slavia Prague and Sparta Prague, local derby for the big boys. Well, Poulsen are the third best, so I'll look at their odds today, see what kind of a mood they are in. English Premier League, fascinating coupon today. Of course, must-win territory for Manchester City, but you're looking at the standings. There is still plenty of a carrot for the bees. Manchester United away at Sunderland. That's going to be fascinating as well, with Sunderland having a European dream as well. Bournemouth have the European dream and are in exceptional unbeaten form of late. Against all comers, this Bournemouth side. So Fulham are going to be up against it, but 2.45 the favourite. It's telling you the market is giving Fulham a big chance. Brighton, banker material of the day. So let's go through Liverpool and Chelsea. This is all about a preservation of the Champions League spot for Liverpool with 6 points to Bournemouth. And it's a Chelsea desperate need for some form of European football this season. A win today could take them into Brentford's 7th spot, with Brentford away at Manchester City. Manchester City must win today with the game in hand, take them to 74 points. And it's going to take this to the final day of the season, you'd think. Sunderland, another one of those. If you take 3 away from 51, that's 48. But this is still striking distance for Sunderland, 47. But it's a must-win at home to Manchester United, who have guaranteed their Champions League football. It's a good opportunity for Michael Carrick now to look at peripheral Manchester United players perhaps, now that the job has been done. This is the key metric here between 52 and 64. Manchester United cannot be caught. So arguably it's dead rubber territory for Manchester United. So it's an interesting coupon today. It's the Champions League Liverpool-Chelsea showdown. Middlesbrough and Saints, well, we learned from yesterday, didn't we? But this is a Southampton side who have a really strong pattern of conceding and then getting a 2-1 scoreline. So let's hope for a bit of that today. I think Middlesbrough, a bit too nervy coming into the playoffs. Not quite the form you'd expect of them. I've done all of these reports for you. As ever, you've seen the angle yesterday. You could lay over 0.5 goals at the start of this match. Look for a 0-0 at half-time. If we get a 0-0 at half-time, you could lay that draw with full liability. And if it doesn't end in a score draw, you will clean up, getting a very good value lay of the draw second half. I've done an article yet another article, this time on historical results. The tears and the cheers. Are there any patterns in playoffs past? This might give you something to think about. Under 2.5 goals, the 1-0 factor. We saw that yesterday as well, didn't we? So you either play the playoffs or you don't play the playoffs. It's as simple as that. Obviously, the second legs, you can use the first leg scoreline to work off. Finnish Liga into Turku need to take advantage of both HJK and KuPS failing to win yesterday. Home advantage as well. Looks like a good play, that one. It is the final day of the season in French Ligue 2. So you need to be listing those players and teams whose season will change with 3 points. Well, you can look at Le Mans. A draw for Le Mans might be enough on goal difference if Saint-Etienne win, but Saint-Etienne must win to give them a chance of automatic promotion. Red Star must win, give them a chance of automatic promotion. Rodez must win to give them a chance of getting a top 3 berth. Reims must win. Rodez must stave them off. Nancy can still catch Rodez if Rodez lose and Nancy win on goal difference. So anything from the top 7 is competitive today. And at the bottom, 24 plus 3 is 27. Amiens are down. Bastia, 28 plus 3 is 31. Bastia can get into the automatic promotion spot. Laval, 29 plus 3 is 32. They are relegated. Although I think the reason they haven't put the arrow there is because they haven't confirmed who's going to be in the automatic the relegation playoff place. So Laval, Bastia, and the top 7. Laval, Bastia, and the top 7 today. There's Laval at home, Bastia at home, and any of the top 7. Red Star, Saint-Etienne. Who else was there? I think Nancy, Rodez. So it's a busy battle today for the top sides. Estac-Trois as well. Bundesliga today. Augsburg, Mönchengladbach, don't have much interest in that. Hoffenheim, we're looking for 3+ goals from them today. Winning at 2.15 odds comfortably. So imagine what they're going to do at those odds. Leipzig and St. Pauli likely to teach St. Pauli a lesson or two, Leipzig today, with the Champions League still needing to be confirmed for them. Bayern Munich, dead rubber city for Bayern, of course. Stuttgart and Bayer Leverkusen is a bit of a derby-style match for me. Holstein Kiel will be the standout here today with 3 points, possibly changing their season. And Schalke aren't even favoured today, probably because the season over for them. Italian SerieA, Lazio and Inter is a bit too much of a derby-style match for me. I think Inter are title winners already, so it's a bit of a dead rubber. Lazio, mid-table mediocrity. So no great appeal there. I'm running out of time now. So I'll see you members and everyone else for live stream at YouTube at 2:30 p.m. Have a great day.